Greetings, all of you sweet, sweet honeybees out there in the hive. Welcome back to the Electric Honey Pot, where energy is the nectar of life. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am so very grateful that you are here. I am your magical friend, Everbee, the serious bee spirit, and I do collective card readings and host a podcast off of this channel called Humans in Bloom. The whole point is to encourage learning, growth, and having fun together. Life is a community garden, right? Before I get started on the reading today, I feel guided to just check in with you, the viewer. How are you doing? And I really mean that. Like, how are you doing with everything that's going on in the world right now? With the high gas prices, food, rent, cost of living in general, the heavy energy of current events going on, maybe even the current events going on in your life. How are you holding up? I know on this channel, I try to keep things more upbeat when I'm doing my card readings, and I try to encourage positivity, but I also want you to know that it is okay to have those heavier, harder days. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, and that's totally fine. That's normal. You're human. There's a lot going on. Life is not always easy. In fact, life can be very difficult a lot. And it's just okay to not be okay sometimes. I didn't record yesterday because I'm feeling it myself, and I just had to take a day to myself. Self-care is so very important when it comes to our mental health, our emotional well-being, and all of the heavy things that are surrounding us as a species right now. Sometimes it's good to just take a step back, detach from everything outside, and really spend some time nurturing and loving yourself. Remember to be patient with yourself. Show yourself some grace and mercy, forgiveness, because you're worthy of all of that, and you're worthy of love too. I want to pull from the Big B deck because it's been a couple of days since I've pulled from this deck, and it's really funny because the card that's on the bottom right now is the Waves card. So if you are like me and you've been having kind of a hard time, a challenging last couple of days, or even weeks, months, years, whatever it is for your personal situation, just know that let it flow. It'll come and go in waves. Don't allow the waves to push you under and drown you. Just allow them to flow and release. Ride those waves. Don't get knocked down by them. All right. Let's see what else Big B has to say for us today. This card is always coming out. My nose is itchy. This card is always coming out. This is definitely a call to go inside when you are experiencing those heavy moments, to tune out the noise that's all around you, to tune out the other voices, the chaos, the distraction, and really connect with yourself. It's really important to learn how to find that inner peace, especially when living in such a chaotic world. Oh my gosh. So, I had a couple of cards fall out. We had Older Man on top, but as I tried to pick it up, the card fell off, and we see Liar. Perhaps someone out there is dealing with the energy of an older man that has hurt you in some way through lies. Perhaps they're part of what has created a lot of chaos and difficulty or hardship within your life. I'm really sorry if someone hurt you. I'm really sorry if you have had someone tarnish your character with their lies. An older man, maybe a grandfather, a father, an uncle. It's really painful when family tends to be the ones that hurt us the most. But Spirit wants you to breathe through it. Remind yourself that you are protected, that you don't have to worry about this person hurting you anymore, because you've realized that the only person that can truly hurt you is yourself if you listen to the lies and the chaos that they try to create within your life. Maybe they're watching you right now. They've been seeing how you've been growing and releasing, how you've been thriving without them in your life, even if things have been challenging. They've hoped to see you fail, which is why they've been lying about you, because they want to see you fail. But you're not giving them that satisfaction, because you're the lion. You're not the snake like they are. And it's honestly an insult to snakes to even call them a snake, because snakes are better than they are. But it is the lion that eats the snake through its courage. They're watching you because... I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of spaced out there for a minute. I dissociated because this is really relevant to my own personal life. It's definitely something that I have been dealing with. If you've listened to any of my podcasts talking about what happened to my mom and the lies surrounding her death, the theft of a multi-million-dollar trust fund. And it's really interesting because on the bottom of this deck, we have betrayal. And my uncle has blocked me on social media. My uncle has blocked me on social media, thinking that that just eliminates everything that he's done, all of the crimes that he's committed, that's the way that he can silence me. But I've known that he's watching me for some time. His employee that helped him steal a multi-million-dollar trust fund follows me on social media. I'm just carrying a lot in my life right now, and I've been doing these card readings, trying to turn my fortune around, but also put positive energy out into the world. And I just feel like I'm getting nowhere, and I don't want to let others see me crumble. But the truth is, I'm really struggling. It feels like I'm never going to get anywhere in my life. I've had so many things taken from me. I've been demonized and scapegoated by my family. I've been yelled at. And then I get blamed when I have an emotional response to how I'm being treated. My healing journey has been used against me. I've felt this support from my ancestors. as I'm going through this whole thing. But I'm sorry, it's just really hard to focus because I'm carrying so much weight. I've recently made the decision to go full no contact with my entire family, and it's been this stripping process because I'm trying to have better for my life. But at the same time, sometimes I get lonely. Sometimes I feel like a failure. Days like today, I even wake up wishing I hadn't, and struggling with thoughts on why am I even trying? Most people wouldn't notice if I weren't here. Most people wouldn't care if I weren't here. I've invested all of this time, energy, and effort into my healing, my creative ideas, and I've hardly seen anything come of it. I can't afford the maintenance on my car. I can't afford the vet care for my dogs. I'm struggling to even afford food right now. I probably shouldn't post this. I came on here to do a reading, and my emotions are just getting to me. Life is hard. Life is really heavy. I try to believe that it gets better and that my dreams are possible, but the truth is, I don't know. I don't have the answers for myself. I definitely don't have the answers for anybody else. All I want to do is help people, but I can't even help myself. I'm sorry.
So I really wasn't sure if I was going to post this video or not, but after watching it back, I realized the significance of the way everything played out, and I decided to post it even though I'm having a breakdown in it. Here I am talking about how it's okay to not be okay sometimes, because being a human is hard and feelings are what make us human. Life is really hard. There are a lot of difficult things that we experience as human beings, and there are a lot of people in the world that intentionally harm other people. And it's a lot to carry sometimes. It's a lot to live with, to live through, to witness, to know is happening within the world. I'm asking you how you're really doing in your life, not just this, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay, like most people expect from you, because I wish I had people in my life that actually held space for me to be a human and to talk about the things that I'm carrying and the pain that I'm experiencing, the struggles that I have, without shame or judgment for what I'm going through. It's really interesting, the synchronicities with my mom showing up, because my mom is actually the one that has been pressuring me to learn how to speak about the experiences that I've gone through, to speak about the trauma and the abuse, so I can lighten some of the burden that I'm carrying. Her and my brother-in-law have really been pressuring me to detach even further from the trauma bonds of my family system. That way I don't end up just like them, having their minds, bodies, and spirits crushed by people that claim to love them while abusing them behind closed doors. I am worth more than that. And if that is something that you are going through, you are also worth so much more than that. What's really interesting about the way this reading went is that when I first pulled out the Big B deck, Big D, when I first pulled out the Big B deck, I like that there's trauma on the bottom. Definitely some Big D energy, being brave enough to talk about trauma and put myself out there so vulnerably. But Truth Teller was actually on the bottom of this deck, and that didn't feel aligned with the message that I wanted to share. So I shuffled the deck, and then I saw wave on the bottom after shuffling it, and I was like, okay, so that feels relevant. But it turns out Truth Teller was relevant to the reading, because it is so important to learn how to speak your truth, because your story matters, what you're living with matters, your experience matters. And these people that purposely create harm in the world, they want you to be quiet, because it means that they still have power over you, because it means you're still living in some kind of fear of them. Here in the spiritual community, we talk a lot about love being the highest frequency, but something that a lot of people seem to forget is that authenticity is actually the highest frequency. So if you want to feel free, speak your truth, because it is the truth that will set you free. I just wanted to share. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, month, year, and life. Remember to be curious, question everything, but trust yourself. Most of all, stay sweet, honeybee. Sting when it counts.